My brothers and sisters, what is going on? Still sermon in the house early Sunday morning with another video for you guys. And as I always say, if you're new to the channel, do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. Links are posted down below. So for this video, going to be talking about the first preseason game for the Pittsburgh Steelers as preseason is back, NFL is back, and we are going to look at what these youngins and these rookies have to offer. So, Steelers get the job done 32-25 over the Seattle Seahawks in Pittsburgh. Couple things before I dive into this. First and foremost, sorry if I sound a little hoarse in this video. I was actually not at the game. I was at a concert, actually, so sorry if I sound a little bit hoarse in this video. Gotta watch the vocal cords a little bit. And secondly, because of that, I wasn't able to catch the game, so I had to look at the highlights, really. I know that that's not a really good indicator to give on how the game really went, but that's the best I can do for this video. I think I have enough material to give an assessment for this game, so I'm not going to give a full analysis because, you know, it's preseason. The games are all exhibition, so I'm not going to come on here and, you know, get all pumped up and go like, yeah, you know, the Steelers won a game. You know, it's preseason, guys. I'm not going to do that. Save it for the regular season and if we make the playoffs. But, yeah, it's always nice just to watch football and to see what these guys have, you know. So 32-25, we get it done over Seattle. Gonna start with the offense for this one. Again, can't go full into depth because I had to base it off of the highlights that I saw. But from what I saw from this offense, I think that all three quarterbacks played very well. Mitch Trubisky got the start for this game. He played only like 2 or 3 series the entire game. And then Mason Rudolph came in. But Mitch Trubisky was productive. He had a touchdown pass. And then, of course, Mason Rudolph came in, played a lot of the game as well. And in my honest opinion, I think Mason was statistically the best of the three that performed this evening. So, yeah, you know, it looks like what Mason has been doing at training camp has translated onto the field so far, and in my honest opinion, I feel like Mason should see a lot of action for the second game, at the very least one quarter, but I was very impressed with what Mason Rudolph was able to do. Now, granted, you know, A, it's the Seahawks, and they figure to have a pretty bad year this year, and B, it's preseason, but still, it's refreshing to see Mason go out there and have a solid game. And then our rookie, Kenny Pickett, who we took 20th overall, first round of the draft, comes in, puts up a great performance, and actually led the Steelers to a game-winning drive with 6 seconds to go in the fourth quarter with the game tied at 25. So, very impressed right there with Kenny Pickett. He looked like he was... He looked like he, you know, showed a lot of confidence at training camp. And like, you know, with Mason, you know, it looked like that it translated on the field. I believe he played the entire second half. So props to Kenny Pickett. You know, I think he played really well in this game. And I'm excited to see what this kid can do moving forward. Now, granted, I mean, it's only a small sample size. It's only a half, let alone in a preseason game. I'm going to hammer that in, okay? I can't hammer that in enough, okay? But I was impressed to see with what I saw from really all three quarterbacks. I think all three of them did really well this evening. As far as the rest of the offense goes, I really do think that this running game looks improved. You know, because like I kept saying, I mean, there's just no way that with an age 39 Big Ben, who needs to call it quits for his career, the offense is going to be like that for the whole season. And this is what I'm talking about when you get three quarterbacks that are all competing for a starting position, and then you get running back depth to it, because that's the kind of offense that Matt Canada has. I thought he was creative with the offense. I thought that I liked the way that he mixed up the play calling. And letting the running backs get their reps in. Anthony McFarland, really solid game. And Jaylen Warren, I feel like he had a solid game as well. So, really, if these guys flourish under what Matt Canada's offense is all about, I really do think that we could have 3 really good standout running backs on this team. And it's good to think, it's exciting to think about, man, because this offense has lacked a really good run game, in my opinion, since Jerome Bettis was here. And, people can say, oh, Le'Veon Bell, you had Le'Veon Bell for 4 years. I mean, yeah, Le'Veon Bell was really good, but 2 things with him, okay? Number one, he was here when we had one of the best O-lines in the league, okay? So what do you have to pin that more on? Le'Veon Bell's footwork and maneuverability behind that offensive line, or the offensive line itself? I put it more on the offensive line, to be honest with you. And secondly, Le'Veon Bell was always very injury prone, okay? He only played 1 full season with the Pittsburgh Steelers, and he didn't even play all 16 games. So, in my opinion, this team has not had a dominant run game, in my eyes, since the bus was here. And to see Anthony McFarland, Jaylen Warren just go out there and show what they're made of and be productive at it as well, it was really cool to see. It was really nice to see, man. Offensive line, I think, did really well, especially Dan Moore Jr. when he recovered that fumble. So great job by the offensive line right there. Please keep it up. It's looking like this offensive line is going to be much improved. So overall, I give the offense a really good day. I give the offense an A for this game. Great job offensively. Which kind of transitions me into talking about the defense, okay? Now, look, I'm not going to panic about the defense. I'm not going to come on here and say, oh, the defense is going to look like this all season, okay? No, I'm not going to do that. Why? Well, like I've said already, in case you haven't caught on by now, it's preseason. This is not what the defense is going to look in preseason. I'm not going to come on here and kill the defense. I'm not going to come on here and kill Brian Flores or Terrell Austin, okay? Not going to do that. But there's just some players on this defense, especially with the linebacking core, I feel like they need to put in more of an effort. I think they need to step it up. And the elephant in the room, Devin Bush. I just don't know what happened with this guy. I mean, he looked like he went from being one of our most valuable assets in the linebacking core to now it's just looking like he's just disinterested in playing. And I don't know if he's still taking it easy from that ACL. I don't know if it's still affecting him because, ACLs, I mean, they take a long time to recover from. It's not like, oh, he's back on the playing field, he's 100% good to go. So I'm just trying to give Devin Bush the benefit of the doubt. But this has been a recurring theme with Devin Bush, And I think most Steeler fans can understand what I mean when I say that. I just want to see Devin Bush go out there and just be more productive, Now, of course, aside from, TJ Watt, I think the linebacking core did really well. But there's just some players on this defense that just need to step it up a little bit. And maybe, maybe they just need to develop under Brian Flores and Terrell Austin calling the shots on defense, or maybe it's just that. But like I said, I do not expect the defense to be like this all season. This is preseason. They're going up against depth players. It's a lot of young guys going up against other young guys and potentially rookies. So who really knows what the issue is, okay? The bottom line is that some of these guys on this linebacking core, I think they just need to, up their game up. Fortunately for them, they got 2 more chances at it. We got 2 more preseason games to go. And I feel like that these guys are just really just battling it out for positions and spots on the roster to make the 53. But yeah, overall, a really good game for the Pittsburgh Steelers. We get it done over the Seahawks. And can't really remember who we play next. I'm probably going to pin it down in the comments section below because I'm tired. It's late at night, had a long day, and I'm just ready to go to bed. This video is being recorded, like I said, early Sunday morning, so I'm probably going to have this up later in the day. But Yeah, our next opponent, I'm going to have it pinned down in the comments because I just can't think straight right now, and I'm just ready for bed. But yeah, Steelers win at 32-25 over Seattle, and we'll move on from there. Let's get it done, guys. Keep up the good work. And like I always say, if you're new to the channel, do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. Links are posted down below. This is Steel Sermon checking on out for the night. May God be with you all.